Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, Glories of Bhagwan Krishna, verse 23. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, in Vedas, I am Samaveda. Among the Devas, I am Indra. In Indriyas, I am the mind. In the living beings, I am the intellect. That is what Bhagwan Krishna said in verse 22. Verse 23. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vittesho Yaksharakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Merushigarinamagam. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Among the 11 Rudras, I am Shankara. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Samkaroti idi Shankara. That is, the one who blesses us is called Shankara. He is the destroyer of ignorance and its product samsara. Sam means Mangala, that which is auspicious. He gives moksha. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Chinmayananda says, destruction is very important for creation. Yesterday dies, today is born. Flower dies to emerge as a fruit. Fruit dies to become a seed. Seed dies to become a seedling. Seedling dies to become a fruit-bearing tree. So destruction is important for creation. That is what he says. My view, wherever it is possible, I am adding my views also. Shankara is destroyer of karma. We all know the story of Manmada shooting an arrow at Lord Shiva to inject karma into him. Manmada was destroyed by the fiery eyes of Lord Shiva. Bhagwan Krishna said, the root cause of all the problems is karma. Karma. Chapter 3, verse 37, Bhagwan Krishna says, Kama yesha krodha yesha rajo guna samudbhavagam Mahashano Mahapapmam Vidyena Migavairinam. Let us remember that verse. Bhagwan says, hey Arjuna, desire and anger. Anger is born out of unfulfilled desire. They are the greatest chatrus of you, the greatest enemy of yours. Indirectly for all of us. Bhagwan, Arjuna, again and again I have said, Arjuna is only all of us. We represent Arjuna. So Bhagavan said, desire and anger are the greatest enemies for you. Unfulfilled desire becomes krodha, that is anger. When Manmada wanted to create desire in Bhagavan Shiva opened his third eye, that is Jnana Agni. And the fire destroyed Manmada. That is the source of all the desire. And thus anger also got destroyed. Desire is the cause which puts us in samsara sagara, birth and death sea. In Jnana Agni, the ignorance will get completely destroyed. The difference between Shankara and others is that when others get angry, intelligence will go out. Then you do, even though you are an intelligent fellow, even though you are a CEO, even though you forget everything. Intelligence goes out. You do all sorts of nonsense. But when Samkara gets angry, intelligence comes out. It destroys the ignorance. Just you recount the days when you were angry and what all the things you did. We will laugh at us. That is what. Bhagwan Krishna says, I am Sankara. Then Bhagwan Krishna says, Vitteshu Yaksha Rakshasam. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am Kubera. Kubera is a Rakshasa. The more wealth you have, the more Rakshasic you become. You will become a Rakshasa, one more small Rakshasa. Swami Chinmayananda says, Kubera is described in our Puranas as a black fellow having protruding teeth and a big fat belly because of continuous eating. So if you are rich, every 15 minutes or 20 minutes you have one salted cashew nut, one bakoda, then tea, then continuously you start eating, then your belly becomes big. Normally, wealth flares up the ego of a person. Even assuming the wealthy person is humble, is a very humble fellow, people around him will flare up his ego. If he sits in the last row in a marriage or a auditorium, then 10 people will run towards him, drag him literally to the front row. The poor Pandit fellow who is sitting in the first row, he will be asked to vacate his seat. If not, he will be literally lifted and with his seat and put in the last row. So even if that rich fellow is humble, people flare up his ego. You can't go near a cinema hero who with you will have a dupe and then it's 10 billions in the movie. In normal life, he can't eat even a puny fellow. But the cinema hero will be surrounded by boxes. Why? Wealth is the reason. If you go near him, you will face the wrath of the boxers. More the wealth, more the ego. Further, one more important point is knowledge and wealth very rarely go together. A knowledgeable fellow need not be a wealthy fellow. That is what I am saying. But why Krishna says, I am Kubera in wealth? Is he saying I am the wealthiest but a Rakshas? I think what Bhagwan is saying is, if you go to Kubera, you may get only money. Maximum you can get, because anybody can give what he has. You cannot come to me and ask for money. I cannot give. Kubera has so much money, so he can give. Somebody who has knowledge can give knowledge. Somebody who has got some other thing, maybe grains or rice, etc., he may give that. Whatever is excess with you, you will try to share with others. But mostly the wealthy people are stingy. They won't spend money. Hence, even if you go to Kubera, you may get or may not get. We think material wealth is the only wealth. What about health? The saying is, health is wealth. What about peace of mind? What about good wife or husband and children? What about good neighbors? Everything is wealth. Bhagwan Krishna can give all that, while Kubera can give only money wealth. So Bhagwan Krishna says, I am the Kubera. I can give you even moksha, the greatest wealth. That is why Bhagwan Krishna says, it looks to me, I am Kubera. If you go to Badri Vishal, Badrinath, you can have darshan of Badri Vishalji and Kubera. Both you can have. Now, Bhagwan says, Vasunam Pavagas Chasmi. Among the Vasus, Ashtavasus are there. Bhagwan says, I am Agni. The 8 Vasus are Vedic deities presiding over the seasons. Then, Shikarinam Meru. Among the peaks, I am Meru. Swami Chinmayananda says, Meru is a mythological mountain which is at the center of the universe. On top of it lives the divine, and below it scattered 7 islands that constitute the world. Some say Meru represents Himalayas. With great hesitation, because I don't want to give my views again and again or my thinking, but sometimes I want to give it. Maybe Bhagwan Krishna is referring to Mahameru. Mahameru is considered to be not only the abode of Sri Vidya Mata, but also the Mata herself, the most powerful of all gods. It is the highest peak one can reach in spiritualism. I do not want to cross my Lakshman Rekha here, hence I stop with that. So Bhagavan says, in, in the peaks, I am Meru. Again, verse 23.
Rudranam sankaraschasmi vittesho yaksharakshasam vasunam pavagaschasmi merushigarinamagam.
Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu.
Narayana 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 Narayana